Just hooked up a snook. Oh, it's a nice snook too. What's up, Jacob here. It is a absolutely beautiful morning. It was super foggy on the way here, but it is crystal clear out now. The sun is just not coming up. It is an early morning. I decided to come out early today. I'm literally gonna fish all day so I can fish both tide changes. It was 80 something degrees yesterday. It's 80 something degrees again today, so a little bit warmer weather than we have had recently. I'm still gonna be fishing that deep water to start out the day. Once the sun's been out for a little bit in the afternoon, I might start going to some of the flats to see if some fish are cruising those flats that maybe the sun has heated up a little bit. But I haven't thrown a topwater in forever. I know it's not the best time for it, but I just want to throw one because I love throwing topwater. And I honestly haven't caught a ton of fish doing it because I just never really did it before. So let's get tossing before the sun comes up. A little bit of an overkill throwing this topwater on my Saragossa, but I have a setup specifically for topwaters that hasn't came in yet. It's on the way. So once I get that, won't be throwing this for topwater anymore. But for the time being, this is gonna be that setup. As much as I want to whack a fish on topwater, I just don't know if this is the right time of year to be doing this. Alright, I'm just not feeling super confident in the topwater right now, so I'm going to throw around this little jerkbait. See if we can get something on this. Oh, there we go. Fish on. What do we got here? A little jack crevalle. There we go. Little croaker to start the day. Beautiful little jack crevalle. Always a welcome sight to me because I don't get to catch them much back home. Off he goes. All right, good sign on the husky jerk. Little jerk bait. I will say, this thing is kind of hard to cast. I feel like I can't ever bomb it, but this thing catches fish. This is actually like my go-to jerk bait for bass. There we go. That's got to be another jack. Is that a mangrove snapper? It's a foul hooked mangrove. He wanted it though. Little mangrove snapper, goodbye. Well, not what I was expecting, but a variety. Oh, there we go. Seems like a better fish. Swimming this way. Oh, a little snook. Or is that a ladyfish? Oh, it's a ladyfish. Oh, it popped off. I'm not mad about that. That was a pretty good sized ladyfish though. We've caught all the fish that I'm not really targeting, which makes me want to switch up the lure, but I mean, fish are eating it. So I'll give it a little bit longer. I'm gonna come back to the spot when it's not dead low tide, so there's actually some water moving through here. So I will throw different lures at this spot later today, the next time I'm in this area. All right, we're kind of in a little backwater pocket that has some somewhat deep water. It's like 3.5, 4 feet back here. Got a little Z-Man shrimp on a Ned rig. We're gonna fish this nice and slow. See if we can get some fish back here. There we go. I think it's a mangrove. Not a bad one though. It's a very dark mangrove snapper. He choked it. The dolphin kind of creeping behind me. I don't want to feed this mangrove to him, so I'm getting up on this mangrove line. Gonna drop this guy in. Nice and quiet. Dolphins can be really cool, but they can also be super annoying when you're fishing. Oh, that was a nice eat. He didn't have a hook in his mouth though. There we go. Little mangy. Dang, he choked this shrimp. It's not even that big of a mangrove. Look at that thing. It's completely in his mouth. You don't get to keep this shrimp. Back where I am right now, it's like 2.5, 3 feet deep. So I don't feel like throwing that twitch bait because that thing can sink down to like 4, 5, 6 feet. And I don't want to just be kind of dragging the bottom, especially when there's a lot of structure here. Could break those off. That's why I switched over to the shrimp. There we go. That's got to be a jack. Oh, it's just a big freaking catfish. Holy crap. That's a fat freaking catfish. There's an eat. There we go. Ladyfish. Poor man's tarpon, baby. Back in the water you go, little guy. Very annoying. I'm sitting here retying, and a guy decides he's just gonna drive right past me. Is that a bonnet head? It's a little bull shark. That was really cool. Little baby bull shark just swimming under the boat. I thought it was a giant snook at first. Ooh. Something just tried to slurp it right when it landed. The cast back up in there. I just hooked up a snook. Oh, it's a nice snook too. My GoPro, of course, had a malfunction right when I hooked him, right at a culvert pipe. I was literally just saying, it wasn't too long ago, I caught my PB snook, not my actual PB, but the PB at the time, at this spot. And then I hook up this bad boy. He's got some fight in him. All right, we've got him out of the mangroves though. Let's see if we can bring him in. Such a beautiful fish, dude. Oh, that's a nice snook. I only got 20 pound, I think this is 20 or 25 pound fluoro, so really try not to let him fray me off. He looks like he's about ready. Got him. Let's go, dude. Oh, what a beautiful fish. Look at this thing. Oh, that is such a beautiful winter snook. Pop this hook out on the white fluke, baby. Such a staple. Holy crap, what a beautiful fish. Yeah, bite down. Bite down on me, baby. What a beautiful fish. Look at this snook, baby. Oh, that's what it's all about. The fishing has been so tough. So freaking tough these past couple weeks. Oh man, I'm stoked. Let's see how long this bad boy is. That's a 30-inch snook. That's a 30-inch snook right there, baby. Man, I'm so pissed my GoPro malfunctioned, but man, that's so sick. I'm so pumped right now. Really give this snook some time. When you're in backwater like this, oh man, he's fired up. He's ready to go. What I was saying is when you're in backwater like this, you really want to give those fish some time to get back healthy, just because there's not as much water flow when you're really in these backwater spots. And luckily I didn't fight that fish very long. He had me trying to get me in those mangroves, so I kind of dogged him out so he didn't get me wrapped up and broke him off. Man, my heart's thumping. 30-inch snook, baby. The fishing's been so hard. That was such a freaking welcome sight. It's unfortunate my GoPro malfunctioned when I hooked it, but oh, that's so sick. I'm so stoked right now. Let's freaking go. One thing about catching snook, always check your line after, see how it's frayed up. That'll make you lose the next fish that you hook up on. Something I was saying before my GoPro so rudely shut off on me was, that is a culvert pipe that I've been to before, caught a 30+ inch snook on, and I kind of claim myself the culvert king just because Lawson and I always joke about it. I love culvers. I seem to always do well with culvers, and the water was just flowing really well through that culvert pipe, especially when there's rain, or that's how it is back home because I don't get tide shifts that much, but when the tide shifts, there's water flowing in and out of those things, and fish really tend to stack up because the bait kind of flows through those and get caught up in them. So I was pretty certain there'd be a fish there, and what do you know? We caught a 6 snook there.